Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Rails to Azure. We are in the preparation phase before we tackle the final dungeon of the Azure Tree, I'm guessing. But just like every other Trails game, the moment before the final dungeon, there's a lot to be done. A lot to be done with the NPC and the surrounding city. First off, oh god. Okay. First off, we'll feed Kope first. And if we did it correctly, that we didn't miss any chance to feed Kope, we should get something in return. I don't really have preference, so I'll just give Queen Crab, I guess. That should give me attack 3. Yeah. And Katsi. Nice, nice. Now go to West Street. To the Grimwood office, of course. We have to. Pete, are you okay? Oh. How are you doing, Pete? Stop. Mr. Grimwood, why? Pete. Oh, it's you guys. Detective Dudley Special Support Section, congratulations on your successful operation. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Detective Emma. Are you and your men searching the building? Correct. The first division is combing the premises for any possible evidence, material witnesses included. Cruel as it may seem, we're having Pete stand present for the investigation as Mr. Grimwood's ward and sole employee. No, it's okay. I want to help. Mr. Grimwood told me something before he left. It struck me as odd, so I wanted to come and check it out. That's right, he mentioned wanting you to clean out his desk, didn't he? Odd is certainly the word there. Why would he request that of all things, especially in a situation so urgent? Well, I think we found the answer to that just a little while ago. Here. It must be a letter from him. Dear Pete, first and foremost, I would like to apologize for leaving you with this letter so suddenly. After I took you in as both my ward and assistant in my office, the two of us shared many happy days together. For years, I had been stricken with grief over one fateful day in my past, living for the sole purpose of bringing a certain project to fruition, and I could never thank you enough for changing that. There were moments when having you in my life made me second-guess my path, but the wheels were already set in motion. It is too late for me to turn back, and the project has passed to the point of no return. So please, Pitt, forget about me and live the happy life that you deserve. I would pray to Adios from afar that you grow into the bright young man that I know you can become. Ian Grimwood. We seized any remaining documents we found in his desk. Among them was a lengthy instructional memo on how to handle his clients moving forward, as well as procedural paperwork arranging for Pete's guardianship. Mr. Grimwood, why did you have to do this? How am I supposed to be happy if it means forgetting what everything he's ever done for me? Pete, the fact that he even asked proof he is indeed a fool. Take it from me, one measly ass letter isn't going to cut ties with everyone you're leaving behind. Exactly. Pete, we're going to track down Mr. Grimwood, and then we're going to shed a light on everything he's done and bring him back to answer for it. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, take care of Mr. Grimwood. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I don't need to read it again. Next. How do we... How do we get back to the ship, to Markaba? Is that Kobe, is it? Oh, garage probably. Yeah. first, I need to organize party. Then we also have support requests. Oh, thank God. I thought we have a lot, but no, we only have 3 new monster examination, one in East Crossbell, Akamana, one in Ancient Battlefield, Dark Legend, one in Nox Forest, Magi Kong. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it this episode because, as I mentioned, there are a lot of things to do. I'm now going to Entertainment District first. Oopsie, oopsie. First to meet Lecter in the casino. Hey gang, how's it hanging? Lecter, you're back in the casino and you're in your vacation clothes too? Good to know one of us relaxed. What happened to your suit, if I may ask? One of those magic golem things went and put a tear in it while we were duking it out earlier. So I'm here to drink and party in its honor. I'll bet you are. Anyway, thanks for helping us with the operation, Lecter. I might not have been able to break into Orchestra Hour without your aid. Don't sweat it, I had a blast. Sure as hell beats doing desk work. It was nice getting some exercise in. You know, for an undercover spy, you really wound up stealing the show back there. Kilika too, for that matter. Who do you think you guys could hold your own in a fight? I mean, those fencing skills and a high level are not the kind of stuff just anyone can pick up overnight. If you really want to know, I guess I could throw you a bone on some of my secrets. It all started 30 years ago today. I went on a pilgrimage deep into the Isengard range, when an old hermit taught me all I know. Like, anyone's going to believe that. Whatever you say, friendo. Hey, no one said you had to believe it. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. Anyway, it's probably about time for me to skedaddle on back to Urbonia soon. 50 tokens said the old man's gonna be needing my help again before long. Am I misunderstanding something? Did the blood and iron gentleman not go missing after being shot? As I recall, the Noble Alliance made their move during the chaos caused by the Aeon's assault on the Imperial Army. Yep, they've been occupying Heimdall for, going on for 2 months now. I swear it's like making enemies the old man's hobby. Wish you realize how tough it is for us to clean up after him. But all that aside, I have my doubts that even a bullet through the chest could kill him that easily. I'm pretty sure of that, not concerned at all. Pot, meat kettle. From where I'm standing, whether the Noble Alliance wins or Old Man Gilead makes the last second comeback, Crossbell's fate is sealed either way. Well, we don't know for sure what the future holds for us, but before anything else, we're going to head to the Azure Tree and bring Kale home. Good on ya. Looking toward tomorrow's important and all, but you're bound to a trip if you don't watch your step here and now. There's a reason people always say to focus on what's right in front of you. That's what really matters. That's good advice, even if it does sound like a little off coming from you. Still, we'll take it to heart. Thanks, Lecter. Okay. Next is Arkansas. What's wrong, Sully? Nothing. I was praying is all. I mean, this is technically an altar, even if it's just a stage prop. I guess so. I didn't really take you for a praying type, so dear. Any particular thing you ring Adios up for today? Randy, it's a prayer, not a house call. Give the girl some privacy. No, I don't mind. I don't think it's any secret that I'm praying for Ilya. But I also snuck in one for you guys, too. I don't really get what's happening, but you guys are trying to rescue Kea, right? Wherever it is you're going, I bet it's going to be dangerous. That's why I'm praying for all of you, especially Riksha. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Besides, Kea is my friend too, so you guys better rescue her, got it? Oh! Oh! I wish I could go with you guys and bring Kea back too. I know I cannot ask that though. So instead, I want you to take my favorite cap with you. You hold on to it, right? Of course. If it's important to you, then it's important to us. Yes, we'll take good care of it. Okay, good. Be careful out there, SSS. You too, Riksha. I will, I promise. Alright. Next. Oh, where to go? Okay. We need to exchange some stuff on the downtown district. We'll go to Nine Valley. So Jingo is looking for the black hat character, which I believe is Kagemaru. Yeah. So I've been collecting all the Kagemaru stuff, and we can swap 3 of each and get Sunshine Agnes. 14. Now we get Walking on Sunshine, which is, I believe, getting all books. So I need to go. I forgot how. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah. And this is where we will find another of the recipe, which is picnic lunchbox. So we can only do this once we gave her the Kagemaru, I guess. Before we gave her that, we're not friends, I suppose. Then, that means we are only one recipe short. And we could get that from Jiang Hui. Oh, it looks to me that all of you are headed somewhere together. Is something wrong, sir? I can tell you've been honing your skills as a chef the way I told you to. Very well, today I shall share... Oh, that's right, he gave us the first recipe. I shall share with you our golden goose, a recipe handed down my family for generations. Medicinal mapo tofu. Jiang Hui would be proud. And spare me your gratitude. The decision was mine, and in my kitchen, in my word is law. Focus yourself not on humility, but on your abilities. The path every chef must walk is an arduous one. Your best cooking lies ahead. Dedicate yourself to your training as you have been, lest you falter. Right, I will. Good. Visit me again when you have the opportunity, and I will instruct you properly in the culinary arts. You know, I've been wondering about this for a while now. But you do remember that we never came here to train under you, right? You referred to our misunderstanding months ago? I haven't forgotten. Your path as a chef is a different matter, however. Take a closer look at your recipe book. Right here, it says name Lloyd Banning's affiliation Crossbell Culinary Federation. As a member of the Federation, Long Lao has a sworn duty to teach any who came through our doors this in town. Plain and simple. This is what you get for not reading the fine print. Alright, thank you, Jiang Hui. So I'm gonna do the recipe in my spare time. Oh yeah, you could find Chow here. I already spoke to him, so to save up time, let's not talk to him again. Nothing much. It's just observing. Alright, next. Orchis Tower, of course. So Deezer is actually oh, look at our car. I guess the car was moved here after the operation, and it's going to have to stay there for a while longer, as unfortunate as that is. Yeah, we're sort of tied up with statewide crisis at the moment. Let's go. Good to see you, Special Support Section. Likewise, is this room you're keeping him in? Yes, this is where where Dieter Croix is being detained. Do you mind if I ask how he is? He seemed bewildered when he was taken into custody, but he's since calmed down. He hasn't put up any resistance at least, so we haven't had to add any additional security. You're allowed to see him if you like, Chief Sergey's order. Gotcha. What will we do, Roy? Yeah, let's do it. I've been curious about what's on his mind. I would like to hear it from the man himself. Very well, go on in. So you've come to see me. What in heaven's for? I'm an international criminal. Hello, teacher. Uncle. You know, I've come to realize something. Being isolated like this. Bill was absolutely right. I was never more than a conduit for Ian's ambitions. In my soapbox, I constantly preached that justice was an ideal worth pursuing, regardless of the sacrifices. In the end, what did it get me? I've fallen from grace, ejected from my presidential post, and discarded by my only daughter. That green-haired boy from the society pales in comparison to me, the real fool around here. Even so, we cannot completely condemn you. It's only natural for someone to stick to their beliefs when their personal justice is on the line. What you've done is inexcusable, but no one can ever claim you weren't genuinely trying to protect Crossbell. True enough, I don't think the speech you gave us about justice back at the IBC was something you just pulled out of your ass. In your words, humankind are creatures that will, to our dying breath, chase after the ideal of justice. I believe the citizens of Crossbell approve of your Declaration of Independence because your sense of justice resonated with them. But public opinion aside, the methods you employ were anything but just. Even if Crossbell retains its independence, even your justice is upheld and peace is achieved. That alone won't heal the wounds of those who were harmed in the process. You try to bring peace to Crossbell by sacrificing the innocent. As far as I'm concerned, that makes every word of your inauguration speech hollow. That's exactly right, Ellie. You speak nothing but the truth. Perhaps I was blinded by my own idealistic dream once Gia's power stood within my grasp. Ian saw through my self-deception before I ever could. And so I become a puppet on a string for him to manipulate. But at the end of the day, justice is something carried out by one's power and will. That fact remains as true as the first time I said it. I expect you all to stay faithful to your humanity, to continue your pursuit of the justice you most believe in. To come out all of this, you will need to demonstrate to Ian and the others your own power, your own will. Easier said than done, but that's no reason to back down. We're ready to do whatever it takes. It's the only way we're going to get Kia back. That's right. In that case, I won't say anything more. Ian is one matter, but as far as Belle goes, while she may be my daughter, even I have no idea how far she's willing to go for this. With all that in mind, will you be able to take the next step towards rescuing Kia? I suppose we shall see soon enough. Hey, Mademoiselle, are you alright? Don't worry, I'm fine. Part of me was worried for Uncle Dieter after the way Belle completely abandoned him, and he seemed surprisingly composed. I was thinking the same. I guess that makes one less worried in our minds. He was right about one thing though. It's time for us to take the next step forward. And that next step forward is to the rooftop. Oh, Shizuku? What's this? Oh, the marine ore shard. Kia, father. What are you doing up here, Shizuku? Oh, hello everyone. I came to look at the giant tree. Are my father and Kia really in there? They are, that much is for certain. Yes, though we don't really know their exact location just yet. I see. Don't worry, Shizuku. You won't have to wait much longer. We're going to bring your father and Kia back, we promise. But he said, sit tight, kiddo. I'll try. Please, everyone. Make sure my father comes home, and Kia too. You know, I don't think I saw Shizuku on Cold Steel 4. Maybe towards the ending, she and Arios left. Let's see. Alright, I want to check if this means I could get a powerful weapon. Man, I cannot believe what's going on out there. Makes me wish there was more I could do to give you kids a hand. We've only had some of the good stuff. The good stuff? I'm talking about the Murian ore, my boy. It's metal that's sometimes found in ruins from the ancient civilization. Over a year ago, some famous professor perfected a process for refining this stuff and made some primo gear out of it. If I could get my hands on some, I'll be able to make you those top-of-the-line weapons I've been drafting up. Heck, they'd be better than anything I ever built here before, hands down. You mean they'll be even stronger? Damn, top of the line is straight. We do have a dire need of greater firepower given the circumstances. Well, I could crank them out in the wink of an eye if I just had the materials. I think 5 small shards of the stuff would be enough for one. The Murian ore, huh? I think I actually have some shard that I found earlier. What's that look for? You figure out a lead on where to go to get a hold of some? In that case, I'll start prepping to have those weapons made. Talk to me again once you've got a Murian ore. 5 shards will work just fine too. I'll get to forging the second you do. Can I see the option? Not you. I guess I'll have to collect all 5 first. Okay, that's pretty much what we have inside Crossbell, but of course, there are things to do outside Crossbell too. First is the guy's grave. Oh, guy's tonfas. My heart aches just looking at them. All those cuts. Must be Arios's handiwork. Guess those two went at it pretty hard. Yeah, but look closely. You can see a lot of smaller nicks and scratches too. There's even marks from all the repeated repairs that were made to them. My brother strove for the truth and never gave up, no matter what barrier stood in his way. These tonfas, they're a reflection of Guy's will, the values he lived his life by. You might be onto something there. If we hope to resolving this crisis and close my brother's case, then we'll have to overcome Arios in the process and Mr. Grimwood too. That's the only way to reach the truth he sought. I'll be looking after this tonfas a while longer, guy, so please, lend me your strength. Lloyd, you have the rest of us here too, in case you've forgotten. She's right, man. It's going to take the combined efforts of all of us to bring Kia home. You're right. I know I can always count on you guys. Now let's do this. Okay. Next is a little bit further, so I'm gonna cut time. Alright. Stained Ursula. Come on, Riksha. Are you sure, Riksha? Still not ready, huh? Wait, Riksha. Why not come with us? The least you could do is hear Ilya's voice again. Hear her voice? You don't think you'll be ready to face her until the dust has settled, right? I get why you feel that way and I respect your decision, but would standing outside of Ilya's room while we visit and hearing what she has to say go against that? It doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. We already come this far. Can't you reward yourself just a little? Yes, keep in mind that our toughest battles are still to come. Ilya's one of the people you're fighting for. Surely it will give you strength to hear from her. I don't see why not. As long as she doesn't see you and you don't speak with her, you wouldn't be going against your vow. If you keep putting this off, it might be too late for the time you change your mind. You're right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll do it then. I'll come along and stand outside the room while you visit her, if you don't mind, that is. But we'll talk to Cecile first. So this is where you were, Cecile. Hello, Lloyd. I had to come out to have a look at the tree myself. I've never seen anything like it. The sight of it is completely alien. It's somehow soothing, almost endearingly so. It pains me that I can empathize. Belle did say that the tree itself is care. Put that way, maybe it's not such an inexplicable feeling after all. Say, Lloyd, you're all headed there, aren't you? That's right. Somewhere in that tree we'll find Kea, as well as the truths we've been looking for. No matter how dangerous it may be, we cannot turn back now. We have to keep moving forward. I understand. But if I'm being completely honest, I want nothing more than to keep you here with me, away from danger. 3 years ago, I lost someone I loved very dearly. I cannot bear to go through that again. Deal? But I know if Guy were with us today, he'll be doing the exact same thing as you. He would leap into action without a second thought to protect what was most dear to him. You're right, Cecile. So that being the case, I want you to promise me one thing. That you'll come back safely with Kia's smiling face in tow. If you can give me your word on that, I'll stay right here, waiting patiently for your return. It's a promise. Just give us some time and we'll be back before you know it. And as a little symbol of our promise, I want you to have this. Aww. Which was her room again? 303? I'll stay behind while you all go inside. Of course, whatever you're comfortable with. Trust us, we won't let on that you're out here. I was wondering where all of you were. I can tell things have taken a turn for the worse. They're saying some bizarre giant trees sprouted out of nowhere. Yeah, the situation is complicated at the moment. To tell you the truth, we don't have the answers ourselves. As much as we like to, we cannot say for certain that the hospital is safe either. Take care of yourself, Ilya. We'll hate for something to happen to you again. Don't worry about me, Ellie. I don't know exactly what's going on out there either, but I do know you kids are going to pull through. As long as you keep on fighting, the things that matter most to you are always in our reach. The same goes for me. I'm not going to give up until I take the stage again. You're in the final act now, boys and girls. Get out there and finish what you started. Thank you, Ilya. By the way, there's someone over there who's so worried she just couldn't stay away, am I right? Ilya, how did you... You could tell? I don't know who it is, but it must be a shy little sweetheart. One who's ironically reserved in spite that distractingly perfect body of theirs. Doesn't know my ass. So much for not noticing her. Well, mystery stranger, wherever you are, you should know that I've already started my rehabilitation. So, if you don't keep practicing, I'm going to catch up and pass you again in no time. If you don't want to be left behind, you had better settle things quickly so we can finish what we started. One more thing. Take care and look after yourself. Because no matter how strong you are, you're still a young girl. With that said, just like on our stage, there are some strengths that only a woman can show. As long as you remember that, I'm sure you'll be fine. Sorry, Ilya. Well, I think I've taken enough of your valuable time for one visit. You all had better be careful too, little guy. I don't want to find out that you made my darling Cecile cry, you know. We won't, Ilya. Wouldn't dream of it. I owe you an apology, Riksha, and would imagine she'll be able to notice you from outside the room. You were trying to conceal your presence with that magical yin hoo-ha, weren't you? Who the heck did she catch on? Ilya is genius. She probably knew it was me from the sound of my footsteps and the pattern of my breaths. After all, synchronizing our breathing is something we're used to doing when we perform. If only she could be this sharp and attentive to things unrelated to the stage too. Yes, her words were just what I needed to strengthen my own resolve. I'm ready, everyone. Let's go. Hey, little guy, you're just the man I wanted to see. Do me a favor and take this. What's this? It's the hair ornament I was wearing on stage during my first night as Arkansas's lead performer. I've been holding on to it ever since. It helps me keep the same resolve I had with me that night. It's quite the collector's item, you know. I'll say there are some nuts who would kill to get their hands on that thing. Ilya, I cannot take something like this. No one is important to you. Oh, it's fine. Think of it as a gift for all of you've done for me. I want to carry it with you as a good luck charm, okay? Alright, thank you, Ilya. I'll cherish it. Alright. Next city, please. Alright, now we're in Belgard. As you can see, the scoop up military base of Erebonia. There's a little scene with Sonya. Commander Bales, I was wondering where you were. Oh, hello there, SSS. Quite a few, ain't it? We saw it happen too, that white Aeon obliterating the railway guns in the blink of an eye. She didn't do it herself, but Chaos Power was so the cause of this. We received some intriguing intel from the Empire that you may like to hear, though we may have no way to confirm it. There are soldiers unaccounted for, but the Imperial Army has yet to confirm a single casualty as a result of the Ion's attack. Are you saying that they could still be alive? Given what happened to the fortress, it would have to be a miracle. Again, that isn't confirmed, nor do we understand what happened during the attack from a scientific standpoint. But the matter that was affected by the White Ion's ability to manipulate space may not have been destroyed per se. If that's the case, then Gaia may have some influence on the miracle subconsciously. I'm sure everybody is suffering enough due to the war. It would be a relief if their soldiers could be returned. By the way, I heard the good news. Your operation in Crossbell City was quite the success, it seems. It went better than we ever could expect. We wouldn't have pulled it off, not for you, Commander. It was your slip of the tongue that allowed us to pursue the declaration of invalidity. Please, I didn't do anything of note. Everything you have achieved is of your own doing. I merely commanded the Crossbell Defense Force in accordance with the orders I was given by the President. Now that the state's independence has been called into question, I might not be fit to serve in this position any longer. What are you saying? That would be going a bit overboard, don't you think? You need not worry. I fully understand what is required of me here and now. As for what I'll do when all of this is over, however, that's hard to say. Regardless, for the time being, I will carry out my role as commander to the best of my ability. Right. Next. Okay, we are in there's Eagle Inn in Mines, where Joshua, Estelle, and Ran is staying. Oh, hey guys. Hello. Estelle, Joshua, so this is where you went after the operation. We heard you guys laid waste to one of those ions. Indeed, with Padamatter, you almost make a formidable team. Yeah. Well, it's true that we wouldn't be here if not for the sacrifice. Huh? Think of it, where's Ren? Fast asleep. Jorg, Meister Jorg, we weren't aware you were here. Well, I am, at their request. Despite the chaos outside, I couldn't stay away after Padamatter's death. The Archivism died? Wait, so you mean... Yeah, he grabbed that blue ion, dragged it up to the clouds with him, and then he self-destructed. Completely of his own volition. But that's what happened. The machine opted to sacrifice itself. Padamatter. She's probably been crying for hours, huh? Poor girl must be tuckered out by now. Of course she is. The two were so close they were practically inseparable. Padamatter resigned itself to its fate. I cannot help but admire the heart it displayed, choosing to give its own life to protect that girl. As a doll maker, I couldn't be prouder. Meister. We're getting in reports about what's going on. Things have gotten worse, haven't they? We would be happy to lend you some help once we're fully recovered. Thanks, you too, but you don't have to worry about that. Your health should be your top priority right now. Take all the time you need. I'm not saying we want to end up like that little Mrs. doll, but watching Kiddo back is something we gotta do our own, no holds barred. We can respect that. Good luck, guys. Be careful out there. May the goddess protect you all. Oh! Oh, thank you. Okay. Next. We are now in Azure Tree Inn in Armorica, where we could find Heaven and Reese. Will we get a Zemurian ore again? The SSS. Sup, Wazy? Lloyd? How's it going? We heard about your victory. Yeah, big clap for shooting that high-flying ion out of the sky. It truly is a spectacular feat. Well done. Thanks. We didn't exactly come out of unscathed, though. I had to go all out, so I'm pretty drained right now. It's gonna take me a bit of time to recharge. Abasit mentioned something about that. The power you have comes at a great cost, correct? Let me guess. You channel your stigma power into the Merkaba and release it all at once. Oh, Kevin, how reckless can you get? The last thing the grass will need is for the 5th spot to be vacant again. It was that dangerous? It was. Stigmas are the source of forbidden power that is difficult for the human body to contain. There's a limit to how much of it can be released at one time. The Dominion would never be so foolish or reckless as to push to that limit. Not a responsible one, anyway. Jeez, Reese, I said I was sorry. Give me a break already, will ya? She's already got your number. Regardless of the Dominions are a far cry from what I've heard about them. In other news, how about our last second twist down the wastelands, eh? The Azure Tree, a miracle born of mankind's obstinance. It's unthinkable that any being apart from Adios could manifest something like that. And at its core is Kia's power. I never doubted it. You made your stance pretty clear the last time we were face to face. Our Merkaba's gonna be out of commission for a while. We'll come lend you a hand though if we can get back up and running. Okay, right, so we need 2 more. Okay, next, you're never gonna guess where we go. We are in Michelin. Because if we have the complete set of the books, but they happen to be the Sunshine Anya series, I see them around the city from time to time. Well, you mean these novels? They are. It just so happened that we've gathered every volume. Well, isn't that wonderful? I had the privilege of leaving through one of them before it was quite an insightful read. The story is fiction, of course, but I couldn't help feeling a bit of kinship with the heroine. In any case, I've decided to remain here as a spectator to these events unfolding in Crossbell. That series would make a lovely bit of light regarding to pass the time with. We do have the entire collection. Should we hand it over to her? Here you are, miss. Would like for you to have these. Oh, are you positive about this? If Lloyd thinks so, then yes. Most of them we receive are gifts anyway. Yep, so go ahead, babe. Read your hearts out. If you insist, I will gladly accept them. It would be rude of me to accept this without offering you anything in return. And I couldn't possibly have that, so please take this. Oh, this one is an ore, not a shard. It fell into my hand some time ago in my other line of work. You may take it if you like, though I cannot say if you will find use for it. Are you sure you're okay with that? This seems like it could be valuable. Oh, it's quite alright with me. After all, I am but a witness to how this turmoil and Crossbell will unfold. Granting you this small gift should hardly qualify as interfering. Ignore me. I'm simply thinking aloud. Be sure to take good care of it. We will. Thank you very much. And I'm thinking the Castle of Mirrors might have a shard. It has something with the technology of stuff. Let me try. Okay, it seems like I was right. It's a Marine or shard. We still need one more. We should be able to find one more. Is this a shortcut? Because I have to climb the long way around before. Oh, here. Oh my goodness, finally. Oh, gosh. Okay, I've been looking around to where the fifth shard is, and apparently it's here. It's where... I guess this is where Ren fought the Blue Ion. And that's it. Now we can get two of the strongest weapon. So I'll see. But no. There's one place we need to go first before we go back to Crossbell City. The Police Academy. Here we can meet with Juna. Last time. Hey SSS. You guys were the ones who managed to liberate the city. And now you're off to finally put an end to the turmoil here in Crossbell. Which means you're headed to that giant tree to rescue Kia, aren't you? Yes, we are. I'm guessing Mirelle and Sonia caught you up on all that? Even then, you seem to be quite familiar with Kia's circumstances. Yeah, we had a lot of time to bond whenever I go pick Ken and Nana up from Sunday school. I can't believe what they put her through, propping her up as some divine child, whatever after we become independent. It's not like I fully get everything that's been going on or why, but I know she's waiting on you to come rescue her, so do us all a favor and bring her home. Give her an extra hug for me too. Don't worry, we will. Yet not a life that Kia and the SSS have touched. Thank you, Juna. I think we needed to hear that. We plan to fulfill our duties to the best of our ability, so you make sure to do the same, okay? Right. Just leave it to me. I'll help you out on the ground however I can. And in between takes, I also set you special possession. Thank 8 years you're all safe. Same to you, Juan. It's a relief to see you're holding up right. Part of the Metropolitan Division has taken post here from the look of things. Wasn't this place occupied by the defense force not too long ago? That's right, they withdrew after learning that the president was taken into custody. With that, all the chaos that's broken out around the state, we need them to place their full attention on settling things down. Once they clear out, reinforcements from the police HQ arrive to help quash any lingering disturbances here. That's good to hear. Hey Juan, if you ever don't mind me asking, what happened to old Garcia? Good question, didn't you help to break out of jail, Lloyd? Yeah, I really owe him one for lending me a hand back there. Wait, what am I doing? I just admitted my guilt at the scene of the crime. Actually, your detainment was deemed unlawful the moment President Coy was apprehended, so no harm, no foul. No need to worry your head over it at all, especially when there are far more pressing matters at hand. As far as Garcia goes, he put up a fight against the defense force and was eventually restrained. We have him back in his old cell, where he's currently undergoing treatment. If he fought the defense force alone, he must have exhausted to the bone at the very least. He's going to be bedridden for some time, yes. But if you like to visit him, I could arrange for that. What you say, Lloyd? Should we? Okay. I was actually saying that in between takes, I managed to make all of the recipe, so we can submit them now. Hello, Garcia. Weird again, kid. Good to see you managed to round up your pals. Oh there, big fella. You sure you'll be sitting up right now? I hear you're pretty nasty running with the defense force. I've been better. Wouldn't exactly call a bare-knuckle brawl against rifles and stun halberds stacked in my favor. Hell, just sitting up was a struggle. What an embarrassment I am. You're making it look easy considering what you went through. You certainly live up to your vaunted reputation as that first killing bear. That said, this appears to be the extent of his range of motion at present. I still owe you my thanks, Garcia. If you hadn't helped me escape this place back then, I'm not sure how I ever would have found my friends, let alone make it this far. Boy, you came all the way here just to say that? I told you, our little partnership was over the second we got past the front gate of the prison. In my eyes, you're still the punk bastard who took down Ravache. That ain't ever gonna change, got it? So you say, but that doesn't mean I cannot express my gratitude. So thank you, Garcia. Because of you that all of us are together again. And now that we are, we're going to reach the truth, resolve this incident, and protect Crossbell. I promise you that. Makes me sick to my stomach how much you remind me of him. I can see it in your eyes. The tenacity, the way he wouldn't throw in the towel no matter what anyone said, or how hard his ass got beat. You're the spitting image of your brother, Bennings. Through and through. Damn, old man. I'll take that as a compliment. Can't believe you got me to say that sappy garbage out loud. Don't you have anywhere else to go right now? Can't make good on that promise if you're hanging out here. So go on, beat it. Right, I get the message. Let's go, everyone. Damn, old bear is holding it together a lot better than I thought it would be. You're right. I'm sure he'll be fully recovered and back on his feet before long. That aside, I certainly was not expecting words of encouragement from someone like him. He's definitely changed since we first met. With all the crazy things he's gone through this year, I think it only makes sense. What? Why are you looking at me like that? The way you said that, do you sincerely believe that he has nothing to do with you? Lloyd does that kind of effect on people. Huh? Come on, man. Being a babyface lady killer is one thing, but did you seriously become a bear tamer while you were behind bars too? Okay, as I was saying, we're gonna give him all the peculiar dishes. Well, would you look at that? You kids have given me a whole buffet of peculiar dishes by now. This should be more than enough to help the forensic class out with their training. Thanks for really cooking up a storm. Don't mention it, Juan. I'm always happy to lend a hand to the old alma mater. Commendable as ever, aren't we? You haven't changed a bit since those days, Lloyd. But at the very least, let me give you something as a token of my appreciation. It's an Enigma 2 quartz we recently put into service. They provided us with one extra, so I want you to have it. I already have Shroud. I think I have 3 now. But thanks anyway. Let's hope the Jizo statue give me something a little bit more useful. Take me to Crossbell City, please. So we have to go out of the map first in order to be able to give him more food. So many. Oh, a Terra Bomb. As the grass grows and the sun shines, I can sense the turning of the seasons. To you who offer dishes, I pray for your health the days to come. As for myself, I went to City Hall the other day and came across an old acquaintance from my school years. She'd been away from Crossbell for a long time but returned when her son's family moved into town. Imagine our surprise bumping into one another. Neither of us had changed from our younger days. It had been some time before we last were in contact, and so we reminiscence about the past trends throughout the years as well as our difficulties during the war. Perhaps that fateful encounter was arranged by none other than the great Jizo. But I digress. I will continue praying for your health. Goodbye, and may you be well. How many more? Oh, a small package and a letter lay on the shrine. To those who faithfully offer dishes, thank you kindly for your bountiful offerings to the great Jizo. I moved to this area with my father when I was a child. Every day since, I have prayed to the Jizo, growing attached to it over time. Very few people visit the shrine anymore, but the fact that there are still some kind souls like yourself who do brings me much relief. It's reassuring to know that others share in my sentiments. I apologize for the long letter, but please accept this small token of my gratitude. It's a pity we have yet to meet in person, but so long as I am in good health, I will continue to visit the great Jizo each and every day. Perhaps it is only a matter of time before our paths cross. Anonymous neighbor. That's it? I thought you were gonna give me like a master quartz or something. We've offered a lot of dishes to the Jizo. They weren't meant to be formal prayers or anything, but it wouldn't hurt to try. Hey guys, since we're already here, why don't we offer a prayer to the Jesus statue before we head out? You know, for luck. I don't see any reasons not to. Oh? Oh, is that the neighbor? We finally met. Could it be Paula? Pardon? I may be wrong, but are you the ones responsible for doing so many dishes for the Great Jizo? Great Jizo? Wait a minute. You must be the anonymous neighbor. Why yes, so it is you. To think those offerings came from your adorable little youngsters, I thought for sure was someone closer to my age. Well, to be fair, we were mostly doing it as a motivation to improve our cooking. Man, though, talk about shocker. You're that lady we see in downtown district every now and then, yeah? Given the level of literary sophistication in those letters, I would suspect that the author was an older adult. I do apologize for taking up so much of your valuable time with my scrawling. But to think I was writing to you all along. My, but this world is always filled with so many lovely surprises. This Jizo has witnessed many trying times throughout Crossbell history. Once it was even demolished. However, time and again, the people of this neighborhood would repair it with great care. People seldom visit it these days, but I'm glad it still holds significance for some. Ah, that reminds me, I have something here that might interest you. Admittedly, it's merely a gift I'm hoping to re-give, but perhaps all of you could appreciate it better? Now, no need to be modest. Consider it a small token of my gratitude. Kusanagi. An old friend gave this to me, but I have no use for such things. That Imelda, she's always had trouble when it comes to giving gifts. Oh well then, I would be delighted if you could continue visiting the great Jizo when you have the time. I feel like there's something more to that old woman than meets the eye. She was so graceful. I often see her basking in the sun in front of my apartment building. She lives in downtown district now, but I believe she used to reside elsewhere. I've always thought her quite beautiful though. This is a master course, and did she say she got it from Imelda? She was as kind as she was mysterious. I do recall grandfather mentioning a woman, one generation his senior, who was once regarded as the belle of Crossbell High Society, but surely he didn't mean her, right? Who could have guessed our quick visit would turn into a chance encounter? I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for just about anything now. Let's go, everybody. I thought it's gonna be Mirage. I think we're still missing one Mirage Master Quartz. Great jumping Gerald Wrath. Is that a Zamurian ore? I can make you a weapon like you never seen before with that thing. Heck, I can get started right away if you want. What did you say? Oh gosh. I have to check then. Okay, wait. Alright, I guess that is it for this episode. I'm gonna take the time because they don't tell me what attributes each of the weapons give. Like, I don't want to make void if it doesn't give him evasion. But yeah, when we come back, we're gonna tackle the monster extermination quest, or we make our way to the Azure Tree. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye.